Hey, what's up, YouTube? So what I wanted to show you guys today was actually in regards to reloading your own waterfowl shotgun ammo. So if you've tried to do this before, if you reload, you might actually know that for loading steel, you have to use special powder, and one of the more popular powders people use is called Alliant Steel. Now, one of the problems with that powder is that it's really fluffy, as people like to call it. It has a really high volume. So in order to get the amount of grains that you would use for most 12 gauge loads, if you're using the Lee Load-All press, the bushings that come with it, none of them are actually big enough to accommodate the amount, the volume that you need for that powder. And so what a lot of people end up doing is loading these by hand, like with the little scoop that you get, with the powder. But I didn't want to do that because I just felt like that was going to take way too long, and that would really kind of defeat the whole purpose of me loading my own ammo. And I'm loading these for about 40 cents per round. So anyway, what I discovered is that if you use some of the smaller bushings that come with the Lee Load-All, you can actually do a double charge with those and reach the amount of powder that you need. I don't remember off the top of my head which bushing I use. I have it written down somewhere, but honestly, I'm not going to give you any of the ingredients of my load because I don't want to be responsible for anything that should happen if you were to reload. But I wanted to give you guys the tip that is one way that you can do it. So you'll see here in this video what I'm doing is I'll actually, I've already got the primer in. I'll put in a powder charge, and then I have an extra shell that I just use to collect shot when I flip the switch back the other way. So I'll put in a powder charge, then I'll grab my other shell and just catch the shot when I flip the switch back, and I'll just pour that right back in the top. And then I'll put the second powder charge in, drop in my shot wad, and then just load it like any other shell. Now, I know a lot of people are going to freak out right now and say, oh my God, what if you charge too many times or you don't charge enough? You're going to cause all these problems. And what about the amount of error involved? Are you really getting, an accurate or precise load charge for each of these shells? I did this method, I don't know, probably 50 times. And I recorded all of the weights of the powder, and they were all within a 0.3 grain range around what I was going for. I think it was 42 grains that I needed, and so all of them were within 41 to 43 grains. So but it works quite well. So I would give it a try. This way you can actually load your waterfowl ammo pretty well, pretty quickly. And I've been really happy with this particular load. Also, another thing people might be concerned with is the safety of doing this double charge method that I was talking about. And the fact of the matter is if you do too few charges, you'll know because when you go to crimp the shell, it'll be caved in. It'll be really obvious because there's too much space underneath the crimp. If you do too many, when you try and crimp it, it won't close. You're going to know right away that that shell should not be fired. So I'm not really worried about overcharging or undercharging using this method. As always, thank you for tuning in to Swamp and Stomp, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.